Yeah, hi, this is Dr. Otto, Janke, and welcome with me again to another edition of the Mad Health Podcast. I got me and my buddy Joe Strummer with me at all times. There's nothing better than having Joe Strummer looking over your shoulder when you're trying to do the Mad Health Podcast. Today, welcome to January of 2018. Let's talk about, let's talk about the C word. Not that word. Let's talk about the C word. Let's talk about cancer. Phenomenal video you should watch. It's on Netflix. It's called The C Word. It's the basis of today's talk. Is that cancer, it just seems to be everywhere, doesn't it? Please raise your hand if you've not had someone had their life changed by cancer. It happens all the time. Matter of fact, one of my studies I have coming out later this year with heart rate variability. We'll talk about heart rate variability later on in the year, but heart rate variability and adjusting ladies who went through breast cancer. Phenomenal. And how these women are changed dramatically, and not because of the cancer itself, but also because their immune system is toast. I mean, it's just toast afterwards, just toast. And we show that actually in my office, and we actually show them how to get healthier too. Phenomenal stuff. But here's the crazy thing. What's the number one nation for cancer in the world? I'm on my computer right now. And these are going to be a number of years old, but from 2012, it was Denmark. Would you have thought Denmark? I wouldn't have thought Denmark. I would have thought U.S. by far. I would have thought it had been U.S., then number two had been, a fraction of what we are. But they go for age standardized rate of 338 people per 1,000. The highest cancer rate for men and women together is found in Denmark. I never thought that. Second is metropolitan France. They throw out the rural areas, huh? That's kind of odd. Australia, Belgium, Norway, and then the U.S. number 6. We're only number 6. We can do so much better. You know that. And I mean that facetiously. I don't want us to do better. I want us to be way down the road. New Zealand 13, Canada's 12, Germany 18, Italy 21, Spain 34, Bulgaria is 43, Puerto Rico's 50. Would you have thought 50? I mean, Cuba's 47. 218 people per 100,000. Well, America is 318. We have another 100 people a year. I mean, per that. I mean, isn't that amazing? And we get into cancer statistics alone. Here's some crazy stuff that I never would have thought. From 2012 to 2030, they expect that the world cancer cases are projected to increase by 50%. Here's a word for you. Holy shit. You're expecting this to happen. And this is the part that kind of frustrates me with healthcare. We're expecting the world to get unhealthier with a 50% increase in cancer. What are we doing about this? So we're just going to hang by the shore side and by the beach side and watch the water just rise till we're like, holy crap, the water's up here. What are we doing? The worldwide cancer deaths are projected to increase by 60%. Wow. Don't you think this would be a great time for you and I to get healthier? So here's my first question for you. Do you think we can actually prevent cancer? And if we can't, then why bother? Why bother with any of this stuff? Why bother at all? Why bother in doing anything at all? If we can, then why don't we? If we can prevent cancers, and more importantly, get really freaking healthy, then why don't we? In 2016, the numbers were there was an estimated 1.6 million new cases of cancer to be diagnosed in the U.S., with 595,000 people will die from the disease. The most common cancers in 2016 were projected to be breast cancer, lung and bronchus cancer, prostate cancer, colon and rectum cancers, bladder cancer, melanomas of the skin. It's kind of wild, isn't it? That's wild. Do we have the numbers for based on the sexes? What kills men more? Here's in the United States, the overall cancer death rate has declined since the early 1990s. The most recent cancer statistics review, updated in September 2016, shows that cancer death rates decreased by 1.8% per year among men, 1.4% per year among women. But we're anticipating that worldwide it's going to go up by 50%. Overall cancer death rates in the United States fell by 13% from 2004 to 2013. And worldwide it's going freaking nuts. Nuts. That's wild. National expenditures for cancer care in the United States totaled nearly $125 billion with a B, billion in 2010, and could reach $156 billion in 2020. How are we going to have money for anything else? If we're going to be spending that much money just on cancer alone, how do we have money for anything else? Wouldn't it be a great time to get really healthy? I mean, just to save money alone. It seems like that would be such a great way just to, let's get freaking healthy. Yeah, you're going to be spending a lot more money on getting healthy, eating better, and exercising, moving, and getting the head straight, seeing the incredible chiropractor down the street, which would be, boom, me. But just seeing how much we can save. Not only just monies, but each other. Wow. Cancer mortality is higher among men than women, 207 per 100,000 versus 145 per 100,000. Women are trying to be as stupid as men. You're trying to die like we do. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Approximately 40% of men and women will be diagnosed with cancer at some point during their lifetimes. Astronomical, isn't it? Astronomical. We look at this and I ask all the time, because we see them. I see in my practice all the time, people with cancer. No, I don't cure people of cancer, but we see people with cancer, post-cancer, who've had cancer. Again, I mean, you could probably name a handful of people who've had cancer, close people. I mean, not just people who are, but just by just someone I mean, actually close friends of yours, family. And we look at this and I ask all the time, and our healthcare system believes that it's just going to happen. So here we go. Number of cancer centers that are around are just amazing. They don't seem to be lacking for patients either. They never seem to be lacking for patients. With the studies I'm doing, the paper I'm writing, the research that we look on heart rate variability, and that's the ability for the body to adapt, your heart rate to adapt, your nervous system to adapt. We look at what happens to women after going through the proper and correct therapies for breast cancer. And the proper treatments, the chemo and the radiation, rockets these women into cardiovascular disease. That's not my opinion. That's what the research shows. Numbers and numbers of research shows it. That, yeah, you have put the fire out in the house that was fully engulfed in flames. You told the house. But then you rocket these women. You just rocket them towards cardiovascular disease and breast cancer. Amazingly. You get them out of breast cancer, but they send them into cardiovascular disease and breast cancer. Wild. And they do what they should. They follow through on the care plans, the chemo and the radiation and the surgeries. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've never had breast cancer. Hope I don't have any kind of cancer. And that my job is to eat as well as possible. I'm eating differently in 2018, specifically just to make sure I stay as healthy as possible. Just to give my body the best opportunity to fight and be strong. Not just fight, but be healthy. Because there's two different, you can prevent as much as you want to. But you can prevent breast cancer and still die of cardiovascular disease. And that's the wild thing about it. Is that why don't we try just getting really freaking healthy in 2018? Why don't we just take this 1 year and get really freaking healthy? And let's make the C word going from being cancer to being caring. How about chiropractic? How about the C word for 2018? We make it caring instead of cancer. I'm not caring for cancer, just caring for each other. See, I get selfish when it comes to time. Over the holidays, people ask me what I get for, what do I get? I said, I just want two things really from my holidays. One is time. I want time and great food. I love great food. Tasty, tasty food. But I want more time. You can never get time. You can always get more money, as my good friend Sean Dill will tell you. You can always get more money. You can never get more time. All I want is more time. So I'm going to be selfish with you in 2018. I want more time with you. Let's change the C word from being cancer to being caring. Yeah, I know. We're changing it up a little bit in 2018. I'm Dr. Otto Janke. Thank you for being with me today on the Mad Health Podcast. And remember, 2018, let's make your health just a little mad.